This short video explains how to get full text of your articles, and if you want to increase the analysis in your essays, this is something that you really have to get your head around. I hope you'll agree after you've seen it that it's easy and quick. So good luck. So this search is going to be in real time with all the delays. I'm going to go first to the home page and then the library website, which hopefully you've saved as a favourite. You can see that there's a few issues on the site when I recorded this, but nevertheless I can still find the databases. I'm going to select CINAHL, sign in with my password, and you'll get the familiar screen. So I'm just going to select pressure ulcer assessment as my subject. I'm not going to put anything in the box. I'm just going to go search. So this is a very general search, and you can see very quickly that there's some decent articles and that there is the PDF icon. I'm getting a bit frustrated here because it's not loading, so we'll give it a bit of time before those icons appear, and when those appear you can load. I've right clicked on that, so I'm saving my search. Open the paper. I'm having a quick look at the abstract. I'm thinking I'm liking it, so I'm going to save it. I've found the icon that looks like a floppy disk. You probably can't remember what they look like. I've already opened, or rather made, a file on my desktop, so I'm just going to save this paper as paper 1. Now I can close the window and I'll go back to where I was because I've opened a new window, or rather a new tab. So I've already selected a number of papers that I'm going to look at. Next one is number 8 on my list, and there's no PDF icon here, but I'm going to go to the search ILS icon. I've right clicked it again, I've opened it, and you can see here that it is available. Even though there isn't an icon, it is available. The article is available, and I've just pressed on it and there's the article. I'm looking at the abstract, see if I fancy it or not, and I do. So I'm going to find the PDF icon, and there it is, and I'm going to look for the floppy disk save icon. It's over there for this one, and I'm going to save it as just paper 2 in the same folder. So always look at the ILS icon to see if we've got it, even if it hasn't got a PDF icon on the front page. The next one I'm going to look at is number 23 on the list. There it is. There's no PDF icon, so I'm going to check the ILS site again. I'm getting a bit impatient. It will load in a sec. There it goes. I'm going to open it in a new tab. And this time I can't get the paper. This doesn't say article, but it does say journal, and so I'm clicking the journal, and it's clear that this is an open access journal. All the papers are there. So I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to look at the volume number. So it's 2015, volume 11, number 3. I'm going to remember that. Click on archive. I'm looking for volume 11, number 3. There it is. And there it is, the second paper. So I'm just going to click on that. It's a review paper. I'm just having a quick look. I think it's probably worth saving for a closer look later on. So now I'm going to try and find that icon again. There it is, it's at the bottom. And I'm going to save this one as paper 3. So that one, there was no PDF icon, we couldn't find the article, but we could find the journal. So now we're going to close them all down, go back to our search, and the next one I'm going to look at is this one. So I really like the look of this, so I'm going to the ILS. Now unfortunately there's no holding here, so we haven't subscribed to this, but there's still a couple of options. First one is to go to Google Scholar. That takes you straight to Google Scholar, and we're looking for a link to the right of the details. That usually means that there is a PDF available from somewhere else. In this case, from the website of the Annals Internal Medicine itself. Other times it's an author's own website. But I like the look of that. I'm going to press PDF. I'm opening the PDF. It looks like a very authoritative piece of work. So I want to keep this one. Unfortunately, the saving icon over there doesn't work, but that's not a problem. I'm just going to go back to PDF, and this time I'm going to save it from here. And I'm going to, for some reason that's gone just to the desktop icon, so I've got to find the folder. There it is, and I'm going to save this as paper 4. So even if it's not immediately clear or that we don't subscribe to it, do click on Google Scholar. Sometimes you can find it from a different source. The final one I'm going to show you is community hospital setting, and on this one again there's no holdings, so we're going to look at Google Scholar, and there's Google Scholar, and there's no link to the right hand side of that, so that means it isn't available full text from Google Scholar. So the only thing I can do is have an interlibrary request, and there's a link there. It tells you exactly what you have to do for interlibrary requests. And that's the end. So now I'm going to find my folder, and there it is. I've got 4 papers in 5 minutes, full text on all of them.
So, for a very quick recap then on how to get full text of your articles. First of all, carry out your usual search via the database. In our case, we used CINAHL. Once you've got that list, some of the papers will have a PDF full text icon underneath, and in this case, simply click on it and you'll go straight there. But if there's no icon there, it doesn't mean that you can't get the PDF. It's just available somewhere else. So click on the ILS icon. I tend to use right click here and open in a new tab so I can keep my place in the search, and you'll come to a screen like this. If the article is available directly, it will say so. Often there'll be 3 or 4 different links to the article, and you may have to try on more than one of them, but one of them will take you straight to the article. Sometimes there's no link to an article, but there's a link to a journal, and this tends to be the open access journals like the one we looked at earlier. If you click on that, it takes you to the home page. There'll be a link somewhere to archives, or sometimes it says something like view all articles, and you can click on that and search manually. If there's no article or journal available at all, it will say sorry, no holdings were found. In this case, our next step is to go to Google Scholar, and this link will take you straight to the Google Scholar entry for the paper you're looking for. If there's a link to the right hand side of the entry, that will take you straight to the entry. Sometimes it says PDF, other times it says HTML like we saw earlier, and there'll be often a PDF link available from there, so do click on that and see what's available. If there's no link to the right hand side, then that means that there's no link to the paper. You can click on the main entry there, and it will take you often to a pay page, and don't do that. Instead, go back and click on an interlibrary request. That link there takes you to the library page with full details, and he talks you through how to ask for these requests. The requests are free to you, but they do cost us money, so please do take care and consider very carefully whether you want this paper and it's not just a speculative request.
So there it is then. It's quite easy, isn't it? I look forward to seeing much better analysis in your essays from now on. And as ever, if you have any queries about library services, please do get in touch with your academic librarian. Good luck.